What up? What's up, guys? It's Bishop here giving you a PC game review of Medal of Honor Airborne for the PC. Now, I know what you're saying right now. Medal of Honor Airborne, what? That was released in September last year, 2007. So it's almost a year later and I'm doing a review on the game. I know that, so you don't have to comment that. If you guys don't know, I just recently upgraded my computer. I've been a Medal of Honor Medal of Honor fan since the Allied Assault for the PC, the very first one. This is the 11th installment of the series. So when I had my old computer, I didn't want to get this game and not be able to play it on the highest graphics. Like, I got Pacific Assault, and that was kind of laggy because my computer was just that bad. So when I upgraded my computer just recently, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go out, I'm going to get this game, I'm going to give it a review I thought it deserved. I went out, I bought the game for $20, and I was like, oh, $20, you know, it's a year old, that's understandable. Let me just see what it is, you know, let me see what it's like. Well, it's a World War II FPS, as many of you guys know, just like all the Medal of Honors. And this review, because I started doing reviews, put them on YouTube, a lot of people started liking them, asking for reviews about this and that game. Actually, a lot of my fans and friends on Xfire saw me playing Medal of Honor Airborne, and they were like, hey, how is that? I was going to get it, and I believe it was released on PC and the Xbox 360. So a lot of people, or maybe just the Xbox, I'm not too sure, but I think the 360. A lot of people were asking, how's that game? I was going to get it, stuff like that. So I took this review, and I'll take all my future reviews more seriously than I have in the past. In the past, it's pretty much been Jeff, my buddy, filming me, and me just kind of talking about the game. Well, this time I took notes while I was playing the game to include in this review the positives and the negatives. Unfortunately, there are more negatives than positives. I don't recommend this game. I'm just going to say that right now. First, let's just start with the positives to make the game seem somewhat okay. One positive I noticed is the helmets fly off in headshots. I know that's not big of a deal, but stacked up against these negatives, I was looking for anything to find a positive of the game. Also, in single player, this is really cool. In single player, every mission Airborne, you jump out of a plane. Now, one thing I really love about this game is that it focuses on the Airborne division, and I don't think a lot of games give them the respect they deserve for what they've done. So that, you know, hats off, because really, that is awesome, how much respect they show towards the Airborne and how much the Airborne was an important factor in the war. Well, in each single player mission, you're jumping out of a plane, and you fly down, you parachute down, and the objectives are up to you. Now, there's like several objectives on each map, on each operation. Well, depending on where you land, you can decide to do which mission first. You land, there's several golden arrows like showing you which way the missions are, so you can choose which mission to go to first, which one to do last, stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. It's not like all ordered based, you have to do this mission before this mission, before this, none of that, which I thought was cool. Also, the health, there's 4 little brackets. Now I'm used to Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4, where you automatically regenerate your health. This has 4 brackets down at the bottom left-hand corner. You get shot, weakens you a little bit, but if they don't knock away a full bracket, then it slowly increases back to full. But let's say they knock out a full bracket and you're left with 3 full brackets, the only way to get that 4th bracket back is to get a health pack, which I forgot all about health packs because, Call of Duty 4 and them don't base it off that anymore. Also, the biggest thing about this, the biggest positive, I guess, is in multiplayer, the TDA, which is Team Deathmatch Airborne, where basically, if you're the Allies, you spawn in parachuting, which is really awesome. And if you're Axis, you're just on the map. So as you're coming down in a parachute, you look down, you see where the enemies is. You can like secretly, strategically like place where you want to land, although they can shoot you and kill you as you're coming down. You know, so you're in control of where you land during that. They also have TDM multiplayer as well. But I thought that was really cool how, you know, you can place yourself. You can, you know, place yourself on top of a roof. Get a good sniping position, stuff like that. So that was really good. So that's all the positives. Let's go to the negatives. First thing I noticed, first mission. First of all, there was glitches. First mission. When I killed someone, like, the way the bodies died were pretty cool, but sometimes I died and, like, people's arms were, like, extended, like, feet across the map. It was, like, the craziest thing. But the first negative is the AI, the enemy, had no idea where I was. And I don't care how hard or how easy of a difficulty is. When I don't care. I'm like a good flanker. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes an enemy, like I would be right next to an enemy or in front of them, and they would not fire at me. Or I would shoot at them and they would keep firing one way. It wasn't really realistic as, you know, hey, I fired at them. All the AI would kind of turn towards me and fire at me. It wasn't like that at all. Sometimes I'd be behind them and like do an awesome flank. So maybe that's what they were going for, but it just didn't seem really real to me as far as that goes. And just like most FPS games, nothing happens until, like, before each single player mission. You know, everything's going fine, but at the very beginning, you're in an airplane at every mission. Every time that airplane got hit with bullets. So it's like people, you know, until something bad happens, you know what I mean? Like, it's never like, oh, we're going to have a safe landing, you need to do these missions. Every time that airplane got hit with bullets and a few people died. Like, I was expecting it every time. And then, during single player, just like most FPSs, it's like there's an invisible line or something that in single player, if you're moving, until you pass that line, the enemy's just going to keep respawning in the points. Even if you kill them, another guy's going to take them submachine, you know, whatever it is. But if you pass this, like, imaginary line, then all of a sudden, your teammates come up and you guys push forward. So it's like, you know, I could be behind a barrel or something, you know, sniping people all day long, literally all day long, because nothing's going to change until I push forward. And why can't my teammates just go forward? You know, why can't I stay back and they push forward? So that, you know, that's something that most FPSs deal with, though. It's like, you know, like I said, there's a line that until you pass it, you know, you're stuck where you are. And another thing, like, it seems like everybody survives. Like, teammates, like, one time I saw a German, like, kill one of my ally players. Well, then all of a sudden another one from the back kind of ran up in the battle. I think more realistically, if your teammates die, you should be left alone, and if you die, then restart or something. You know, it is team based, and you need to help your teammates survive. But if they die, they shouldn't respawn. I mean, that should be part of the challenge. Also, can you ever die? I was playing it on the second easiest, just to kind of get a feel for it at first. And I could never die. Like, I think I died maybe once in single player the whole time because I was talking to people on Xfire and wasn't paying attention at all. It seemed like I would stand in front of a German, and when they would fire at me, they would just light me up, and like with bullets, I wouldn't even die. Like, you know, my brackets that I was talking about, I would maybe go down to 2. And vice versa. If I was sniping, I would snipe someone's helmet off, and then I'd snipe them in the head, they'd stay alive. Like, it was unreal. Sometimes, like, with a Thompson, I would light up guys, they'd stay alive. And like, if you zoom and hit a guy, you know when you hit a guy. So, I don't care what armor they got on. It's World War II. You don't have armor to stop bullets like that, several bullets out of a machine gun. So, or submachine gun, or rifle, or even pistol. So that was really unrealistic. I really didn't like that at all. There's a difference when you sprint in this game. Unlike most games, it's like when you sprint forward, it's like the level gets pushed out and you get pulled back. I'll show when I do the in-game footage. There's no intro movie, okay? Usually when I get a game, that's the first thing I'm looking forward to is the intro, kind of show a little bit of it. Like Call of Duty 4's was great. I know Command & Conquer Red Alert 3's is going to be great, just like Yuri's Revenge's was great. Like, the intro movie really kind of gets you excited to play the game. I'll show you the intro they had. Nothing. Also, the very last negative thing before I get into gameplay is, and I know, I talk about the review before getting into gameplay, but, it just kind of gives you an idea. In the middle of gunfire would be like a movie. Like, like I reached a point, okay, and then that's like a checkpoint or whatever, so then, the black lines that come down, I'm all of a sudden in a movie, but there's gunfire going on, like, even at me. It wasn't like, hey, let's kill these guys before we progress on. It was just like the most unrealistic thing. So let me show you some in-game video. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna film from fraps. I'm gonna film from the camera I have going now, just so I can talk while going through it. And yeah. So here we are as it's loading up now. I try to record to get the most screen on there as possible. Okay, so here's the first screen. I'll show you here the lack of an intro movie. So you see this here, you think, oh, cool. Yeah, has made some great games in the past. Let's see exactly what happens here. You see some planes and you're like, yes, intro movie. And then you're like, oh, okay, Medal of Honor. What? Like, what is that? Nobody wants that. And I didn't even hint how on multiplayer. Let me log in here real quick. On multiplayer, the lack of servers there are. Granted, I know it's a year old. I mean, Call of Duty and great games like that still have servers running. Like, this only has a few, really, which is really depressing. I mean, really depressing for a gamer to see, like, I don't know. It's just something I don't even like talking about. But let me show you the, I'll just join, this ping's kind of bad. I want to show you an Airborne, what I was talking about, how you, fly in. I'll just do it this one here. So I'm joining this game online. I'll also show you the sprint thing I was talking about. Here it is. I'll go to Allies to show you. You choose, your weapon. We'll go with a rifle. And here I am, parachuting in. See, I can just move around. I can pick exactly where I want. Let's say I want to go on here. Flared landing, there I am on here. Now, I don't know how much this screen is recording. Bottom right down in here are the brackets I'm talking about. The 4 health brackets, and yes, so you got your grenades, usual stuff that you have in like a FPS. Not too many people in the server. I just kind of want to show you a few things about gameplay. Also, you can jump from high distances and not get hurt. Another negative thing is you can sprint forever. You can continue to sprint. Your guy apparently never gets tired. Very unrealistic. This is in both single player and multiplayer, how much your guy can sprint and not get tired. So yeah, very, very unrealistic as far as that goes. As far as like the weapons, hold on, I heard someone. As far as the weapons, like reloading and stuff like that, pretty much just like any other games, weapons reloading. But the online maps are pretty sweet. The maps are pretty sweet if there were more people. And also, the first night I got the game, you know how, sometimes when you get a game, you can be a little rusty kind of the first time you're in a server. The first night I got the game, I played in a server, and I came in first. And yeah, I know I'm a pretty good gamer. I'm not bragging, but I just don't think that's realistic at all. So here I am starting a mission here. Unfortunately, you can't skip intro movies, although they are insightful. When you try to hit escape, it is pretty funny. It says pay attention there. So you're sitting in this room listening to this guy briefing the mission for you. One other negative thing, there isn't like save files. Like you can't load from a checkpoint that you save. You only can load from the last time you saved. So what I was trying to do in this review was kind of go throughout a mission. You have to actually play the whole mission over, which is very, very not awesome. Like, I mean, you know, if I want to save throughout the game and then load, like come back and show you guys something that I did in the past, I want to be able to do that, but you cannot in this game. Again, I do not recommend this game. It shows here, you know, safe zones for you to drop. The red's the enemy territory. You can pick your weapons starting out. A lot of weapons, which, you know, would make it seem pretty cool. But, yeah, I just didn't really, wasn't really. The shotgun is pretty cool. I'll give them that. The shotgun is pretty cool. And sometimes another pretty cool thing is, you know, you can upgrade your gun. You can, you know, do slow motion, stuff like that. Like, if you get 3 kills in a row or something like that. I never really got to figure it out, but to be honest, I really don't care. A few effects here is not going to change my mind if the game is good or not. So here we are, intro to a plane. Like I said, of course, the plane's getting hit with bullets. You know, people are going crazy. We stand up. So here you are jumping out of a plane. You can choose, you know, the green smoke of where you can land, or I can randomly land anywhere. Here's my guys down here. I'm gonna land with them. See some enemies kind of up here. Gotta take my chute off. As you see, I just got lit up with bullets, but I still have full health. See, I just hit that guy. He's still alive. I mean, just the bashing is pretty cool. You can get in bashing fights. But see, I'm getting pelted with bullets. And I only lost 1 bracket. So, just show you some. I mean, that was a machine gun there. I mean, did we lose sight of what a machine gun was? And like, see, I'm not really playing that hard, just to kind of show you how unrealistic you can get shot and not die. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Let's see here. Okay, see, I shot that guy, and I'm sure he is still alive. Yep. See, shot him again, still alive. Finally, after the 3rd shot to the chest area, he dies. I mean, it's just unrealistic. And there's a health packet I'll get. You can pick up ammo. Let's see if we go down here. Shotgun blast, doesn't die. Finally, on the 2nd shot, he does. Grenade indicators, very similar to other games. They're more red when you're around them, and if you go further away, the grenade indicators get wider. Like I said, the way the bodies die is pretty realistic. How they kind of fly back, although I've noticed very many glitches with that. I think they had the right idea, but yeah. So with shotgun blast, it's pretty much first shot kills. Sometimes though, I've seen it take like a 3 or 4 shotgun blasts to kill someone. I mean, as you see there, I mean, I'm getting lit up, and finally I died. Like, I'm just trying to show you guys how you can get thrown into fire and not die. It's just unbelievable. But yeah, so that's pretty much Medal of Honor Airborne. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So here I am landing on their side, getting pelted with bullets. And see, they don't even know I'm here, except that guy did. Like, I'm right here. It's just, I don't know. I just do not recommend this game. Yeah. Alright, well, skibbity-doo up. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.